Okay.
Amore mio. I can read it there.
Hello everyone, my name is Michela and today I'm going to present my home country and also I'm going to talk about my hometown where I grew up. So of course I am from I'm from nowhere. So I'm from Italy.
Probably copy the link and paste it in the
Can I
website.
just use it like this otherwise?
Okay.
It's okay?
Mm.
So Italy of course is known for the beautiful art, history and culture, and also for the amazing food that we have. I want to talk about a little bit more my home country. So Italy is situated in the south of Europe and has this particular shape as a boot. It's a peninsula and is surrounded by the Mediterranean Sea all around here. The capital is Rome, which is here in the center. The native language is Italian, and the population is around 60 million people, and the currency is euro. In Italy, you can not only find beautiful art, culture, and history, but also you can find snowy weather, which is situated in the north, and you can find also beautiful beach in the south. So I think Italy is a place for everyone, so everyone can find something nice to do. What about culture? And so Italy is a cultural and historical land. Why? Because it's the place where the Roman Empire is the birthplace of Roman Empire. Is the landmark of the Vatican City, which is this one where the Pope lives. Is the place of the Leaning Tower in Pisa, this one in Tuscany, and also of the famous Colosseum in Rome. But also is the homeland of greatest artists like Leonardo da Vinci, which here you can see one of his famous painting, and also Michelangelo, which he did the famous David, this one. And also in Italy you can find over 50 UNESCO World Heritage Site. When you talk about Italy, one thing that you usually think about it is the good food that we have in Italy. These are some of the typical ones that you can find: pizza, pasta, gelato, and espresso, which is coffee.
Oh, sounds like my food.
And of course, like every country depends on where you are, which region you are, so you can find kind of like different type of food. Now I'm gonna talk about my hometown, which is Venice, or well known as the floating city. So Venice is situated in the north of Italy and is built in 180 small islands, and they're all connected with canals and bridge. So if you go to Venice, you're not gonna find any street or cars, so you can just walk or use the boat, like you can see here. When you go to Venice, there are some of the most visited places that you can go, that I recommend also to go. For example, the first one is San Mark Basilica, which is this one, which is one of the most impressive structure about Byzantine history. You can find also the Doge's Palace, which is this one, and it's one of the famous symbols in Venice and was representing the past republic in Italy. The Rialto Bridge, which is this one, that can give you a beautiful view of the Grand Canal, which is like the river that go all around Venice. And also I recommend you to visit the island of Murano and Burano, which are characteristic are the colorful houses and also the glass making. Venice can be a very crowded place, especially during summer, because we have a lot of tourists that come to visit. So one of the places that I usually go, but which are like less crowded but still like a little bit touristic. So this one is one of the first one, the floating bookstore, which you can find some book inside of old gondola, which is like the typical boat, and also inside the bathtub, because of the floating water that's sometimes happening in Venice. The book at least are protected inside them. Another place that I recommend to go is the spiral staircase of Bovolo, which if you go on the top of the staircase, you can see a beautiful view of Venice around. One of the oldest area in Venice is the Jewish ghetto, this one, where you can still find some old shop and old restaurant still with the owner that are like Jewish, so like historical
That's
place.
why the who was Shakespeare's novel, the Venice trade or Venice sign, Venice. The book title, Venice something, written by the Shakespeare.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
And if you like a little bit of more like kind of like dark tourism, I recommend you to go to this small island, which is San Servolo Island. And years ago was like a hospital for like mental health. Now it's just like a museum where they show you like the old medical practice that they were used to do it. If you go to Venice, these are some of the special experience that you can only find there. So one of the first one is do a ride on the gondola, which is the typical boat in Italy, in Venice. If you can go during about February, middle of February, beginning of March, we have the famous Venice Carnival, which all the people like dress with 18th century dresses and they wear like elaborated masks. Another thing that is really interesting to see is the glass blowing that they do in Murano and Burano, the island that I told you before. And one of my favorite one is Baccari, which is the typical pub, local pub where you can taste the typical snacks of Venice, which is like cicchetti, and you have also to taste good wine. And that's it for my presentation.
Okay.
Thank you.
Questions? No?
Is Venice, is it the city over the water?
Yeah.
As you can say.
Mhm.
And there's no land, and you guys take a transport. Are the transportation in boat?
So basically, you have. Well, let me show you. Maybe it's better with the map.
I'm curious about transportation. Is it boat or not?
Venice.
So,
Wow.
so
오 지렁이.
basically, from here, this is another city near Venice. Here you have the train, so you can take the train and go to the island here. And here you just like go by walk. You don't use the car. I mean, there is also like a big parking here, so you can park the car there. And after you just like have to go by walk or by boat if you wanna go to like this kind of island.
So Venice is not only this land but also this land.
Like this is the city of Venice. This is more like how can I say?
Province.
Yeah, province of Venice. Still Venice, but like this is the real city of Venice.
So you like a residential people living in this town, this region.
No, also they live here.
It's touristic site.
But still there's like some people that live there.
You guys how? Look at that. You know how the Venice and Venezia they developed? You know that? How come your country born in the island?
Born in the island.
how your country built up based on island, like that way. You don't know that.
I don't understand again.
Okay, Venice was built on top of the island, right?
Yeah,
Why?
because of commercial.
Not because of commercial.
Yeah.
You don't know that. Oh my
I
God.
heard that answer. It's like in the ancient time, Venice people have to run away because they are threatened by the government. And that's why.
No, it's not like that. Look at the Venice again. The map. You know, have you heard about the Hun troops before Mongolia? They've probably 6th century, that time, there is a Hun tribe. And the Hun tribe, probably your people. Exactly, we don't know where the Huns come from. But Huns probably like Uzbekistan or those regions. And the Hun tribe, they attacked Rome Empire. And they sweep out the whole the Italian region and they kill huge number of people there. And the people are so scared and afraid to be killed by Hun tribe, the Attila. There is a king is Attila. Anyway, they occupy this Italia and the people run away from that Hun's attack. And then run away from this land to the island. And they built the city on the island to avoid that the Huns attacked. And the people live and make the city in the Venice island because Hun tribe, they are riding horse, they cannot control, they cannot driving the ship. That's the origin of the city born. And people look at it here, make bigger. This is land, island. This is a mainland Italia. So mainland Italia cannot attack this land by horse and troops. That's the story of Venezia starting, something like that. So your people, Mongolia or your people.
No, but it is the before Mongolia. It's the as you can talk.
Fif-
I researched from Google. It's in the 5th century.
5th or 6th century.
Venice people
Huns.
escaped from the barbarian.
So it's-
empires and separated by the island.
I know that.
It's kind of escaped.
It's not you. I know.
Before.
It is Central Asians. Yeah.
Huh?
It is Central Asians. Like
Yes,
Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan.
Yeah.
Probably. It's interesting. Okay, good. Okay, someday